Good day, everyone. I am Karen, your facilitator for today's lesson. Welcome to our music class. Before we start our discussion for today, I want you to know the different objectives of today's lesson. First, describe the musical elements of selected vocal and instrumental music of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque. Second, explains the performance practice during medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque periods. Third, improvises appropriate accomplishments to selected music from medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque period. And our lesson for today is all about musical elements of selected vocal and instrumental music of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque music. So let us discuss first the music of medieval period. Medieval music was both sacred and secular. What is sacred or religious music? So it is performed or composed for religious or to religious influence. And next is secular or the non-religious music. It is music that does not primarily have a religious subject, though it can mention the divine or holy. So let us proceed now to the examples of sacred music. So first, we have Come to Me Moon, and second, we have God Shall Wipe Away All Tears. Next are the examples of secular music. So first, we have Holes by The Passenger, and second, we have Carry You Home by James Blunt. And so we have monody or monophonic music, meaning one sound or single line melodies. And of course, we have the plain song or plain chant, so it is a monophonic consisting of one or unaccompanied single melody. So we have Gregorian chant. So what is Gregorian chant? A monophonic or unison liturgical music in Roman Catholic Church. Next, so we have the lute, one of the early music. Next, later Middle Ages, it gradually yielded to polyphony. Let us proceed now to the music of Renaissance. We have the three basic purposes of Renaissance music. First, we have the worship in both Catholic and burgeoning Protestant churches. Second, music for the entertainment and edification of the courts and courtly life. And third, we have dance music. What are the characteristics of Renaissance music? So first, the birth of polyphonic or the golden age of polyphony. Vocal polyphony reaches a high degree of perfection with four or more voices of equal importance. 2. Imitation among voices are common. And 3. Melodic lines move in a flowing manner. Number 4. Express in moderate, balanced way with no extreme contrast of dynamics, tone, color, or rhythm. 5. We have bass register was used for the first time. And 6. Rhythm is more gentle flow than a sharply defined beat. Next, number 7. Clarity, balance, euphony within, well-regulated limits prevails. Number 8. Modality, the use of a church mode, still prevails in both sacred and secular. And we have, what is a madrigal? So it is a form of secular vocal polyphonic music composition which originated from Italy. It was written and expressed in poetic texts and sung during courtly social gatherings. It is the most important secular form during the Renaissance period. And what are the characteristics of madrigal music? So first, we have the polyphonic song, a cappella through composed. Second, number of voices varies from 2 to 8 and frequently from 3 to 6. And what is an example of madrigal music? So we have here, April is in My Mistress' Face by Thomas Morley. Next, so we have Mass. Mass is a form of sacred musical composition that sets text of the Eucharistic liturgy into music. So we have the characteristics of the Mass. First, we have polyphonic. Second, may be sung a cappella or with orchestral accompaniment. Text may be syllabic or one note to each syllable, pneumatic or few notes to one syllable, or melismatic, many notes to one syllable. So after the madrigal, mass, we have the motet. What is motet? So it is a polyphonic choral, works in Latin text. It can be used in any service of the churches and usually in a cappella. Sound smoothing and imitative in nature. Okay, so we are done in medieval and Renaissance music. So let us proceed now to the music of the Baroque period. So the word Baroque can be traced from the ancient Portuguese noun barroco. It is a pearl that is not round but of unpredictable and elaborate shape, or pearl of irregular shape. Baroque became popular and successful because the Roman Catholic Church encouraged its development. The Catholic Church decided at the time of the Council of Trent that the arts communicate religious themes through man's direct and emotional involvement. And here are the characteristics of the Baroque music. First, melodies sound elaborate and ornamental. Second, primarily contrapuntal textures with some homophony. Third, dynamic contrast, alteration between loud and soft, also known as terrace dynamics. Fourth, we have music genres. Under music genres, we have operas, oratorio, suites, toccatas, concerto grosso, and fugue. A. Opera, a dramatic work or genre of classical time. B. Oratorio, a religious narrative large-scale work for orchestra and voices performed without costume, scenery, or action. C. Suite, a set of instrumental compositions for dance style. D. Concerto grosso, instrumental form for a small group of soloists and full orchestra. E. Fugue, contrapuntal composition in which a short melody is introduced by one part and successively taken up by others and developed by interweaving the part. Fifth, we have harpsichord and organ are the keyboard instruments that are commonly used. And sixth, orchestra consists of strings and continuity. Okay, so let us wrap up. The first three periods of Western music history are classified as medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque. So each period has its distinctive characteristic, historical, and cultural backgrounds. A type of music from the medieval era is the Gregorian chant, which was mainly used in the early Christian church. Music during the Renaissance period became an important leisure activity. Members of the upper class were expected to have received musical training. Imitative polyphony is the distinctive characteristic of Renaissance music. The Baroque period is characterized by grand and elaborate ornamentation of sculptures, theaters, arts, and music. The music genres which flourished during the Baroque period were the concerto, the fugue, the oratorio, and the chorale. Music evolved alongside man's constant quest for growth and development. And that's all for today. Thank you and have a great learning.